Welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. You know, there are a lot of huge marquee matchups in Week 1. And one of those huge marquee matchups will be taking place in Fayetteville, Arkansas, as number 23 Cincinnati, a playoff team from last year, will be taking on the number 19 Arkansas Razorbacks, a team that enters 2022 with sky-high expectations in year 3 under Sam Pittman. This game, guys, is, to me, one of the more underrated matchups of Week 1, but it's an opportunity for both teams to get a statement victory. The million-dollar question is, who will come out victorious on Saturday afternoon? That's what we're here to answer today. So, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching us here at the Gridiron Expert on YouTube. Make sure to continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos. We have nonstop college football content for you all throughout this season. So make sure to come here, take advantage of that, just like you should take advantage of our expert picks over on our website, thegridironexpert.com. Some of the best college football and NFL spread picks in the entire country. Make sure to go sign up for those today, as well as our Discord server, where you can talk college football with us year-round. No matter the date, no matter the time, no matter where you are, we want you to become a part, guys, of our GE Nation. So you take a look at this matchup, guys. Cincinnati last year, 13-1, undefeated in the regular season, became the first Group of 5 team in the country to make the college football playoff. First Group of 5 team ever to make the college football playoff, and they fell to Alabama in that semifinal game. Arkansas, they're coming off their best season since 2011. Most victories since 2011, finishing the year at 9-4. Winning the Outback Bowl over Penn State, the Razorbacks starting the season ranked for the first time since 2015. This is a big deal for both. It's an opportunity for Cincinnati to say, hey, last year wasn't a fluke. We're still here, and we still want to be considered legit. It's an opportunity for Arkansas to say, hey, we have sky-high expectations. We won a big year. We think we can maybe win the West, some would say. You're not going to do that if you can't beat Cincinnati. So it's a big opportunity for both teams. You take a look at the offense. We'll start with the Bearcats. You look at Cincinnati. They lose a lot offensively. They lose their star quarterback in Desmond Ridder. They lose their star running back in Jerome Ford. They lose their top wide receiver in Alec Pierce. Tons of new pieces coming in for Luke Fickell's squad. And right now, we don't even know who the starting quarterback for Cincinnati is going to be. It could be Ben Bryant, who was with Cincinnati, transferred to Eastern Michigan, and then surprisingly transferred back to Cincinnati. Or it could be Evan Prater, who was the highest ranked recruit in program history. My gut leans towards Evan Prater. Makes the most sense. But Luke Fickell may not even announce that until game day. Who knows? But obviously questions at quarterback. And the beauty of this, guys, if you're, for Cincinnati, is they've got a lot of talent surrounding them. They have a lot of talent surrounding whoever the quarterback's going to be. Still 7 returning starters offensively. But the one shocking stat here, guys, is Cincinnati had all that talent last year, but was only 58th nationally when it came to offense. 58th nationally when it came to offense. And you lose your top, arguably 3 biggest playmakers, those numbers are going to be a bit of a step back. And that could actually benefit Arkansas in the long run, especially in the first game of the year. You look at the Razorbacks. They are quite the opposite of Cincinnati. They don't have many questions on offense. They're loaded, actually. They returned KJ Jefferson at quarterback. Threw for 21 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions, and was also the team's leading rusher last year. But in the running back core, they have Rocket Sanders, they have AJ Green, they have a very experienced and loaded offensive line, and for me, a very underrated wide receiver core, highlighted by the 5-star transfer in Jaden Hazelwood. The Razorbacks, guys, were 7th nationally when it came to their rushing offense, averaging over 225 rushing yards per game last year. Arkansas also finishing 27th nationally in offense, and to me, will be even better. Cincinnati might take a step back on that side of the ball. Arkansas could actually take a step forward. It's kind of weird to think about. You look at the defense. Can Cincinnati stop this Razorbacks attack? Very balanced and up-tempo attack that Kendall Briles likes to run with the Hogs. Well, Cincinnati, guys, they only returned 3 starters, but traditionally under Luke Fickell have typically had a very good defense. But only 3 starters back, and they lose their top 2 cornerbacks in Kobe Bryant and Sauce Gardner, who was the 4th overall pick in the NFL draft. You look at Cincinnati, though, last year they were 2nd versus the pass. They were 10th overall defensively. While I do lose a handful of key starters, including those in the secondary, I don't see a significant drop-off over the course of this year. It's just a matter of, are all these new pieces going to be able to fill this gap and be able to shut down the Razorbacks in Week 1? The million-dollar question also is, can they pressure KJ Jefferson? The defensive line is pretty solid, but the Razorbacks' offensive line also extremely solid. Additionally, can Cincinnati stop the run? Razorbacks averaging over 225 rushing yards per game last year, while Cincinnati was giving up nearly 150 rushing yards per game last year. That ranked 62nd nationally. So the Bearcats ranking 62nd versus the run. Will they be able to stop the Razorbacks? That's a million-dollar question here, especially with a dual-threat QB. When you look at Arkansas, they're like Cincinnati too, though. Think about it. They only returned 3 starters from last year, but Arkansas and Sam Pittman did something that's very important and something that's taken college football by storm. They utilized the transfer portal. Sam Pittman recognized a bunch of needs and a lot of the losses. They went out and got guys like Drew Sanders, transferring in at linebacker from Alabama. They got Dwight McLaughlin transferring into the secondary from LSU. Latavius Brenny, also in the secondary, transferring in from Georgia. Factor in the return of star linebacker and really the anchor of the defense in Bumper Pool. Factor in the return of Jalen Catalon at safety, returning from an injury that he suffered early last year. That's a huge boost that not a lot of people are talking about. Catalon, a leader not just for this defense, but for the entire team. And one of the hardest hitting safeties and most physical safeties in the country. That's a huge boost for this Razorback secondary. The major area of concern for Arkansas is their defensive line. They have some questions up front, not a whole lot of depth up front. Will they be able to get any pressure against the Cincinnati offensive line? And if you're Arkansas, you want to rattle the new quarterback. You want to get some pressure and rattle that new QB, whether it's Ben Bryant or Evan Prater. But right now, I don't know if I have faith in the Razorbacks D-line to generate that pressure, something that traditionally they have struggled with. So you take a look at both sides, guys. Overall, if you rank it down on paper, Arkansas clearly owns the edge, I would say, offensively, just about in every aspect. Certainly at quarterback, the running back core, the wide receivers, the offensive line. All the edge goes to Arkansas. Defensively, both teams very stout defensively. Both teams dealing with so many new pieces. And that's the storyline I'm actually watching more than anything heading into Saturday, is which defense gets it together first. Which defense forces a key turnover or a key stop early on and gives their offense the best opportunity to put some points up on the board. Because, again, Arkansas dealing with so many new pieces, especially through the transfer portal. Cincinnati doing the exact same thing. But ultimately, guys, I look at this game, and it is going to be one heck of an atmosphere. And if the defensive line for Arkansas can't rattle the new quarterback and rattle the new offense, the crowd in Fayetteville will. The Razorbacks have something to be excited about. They're 19th in the country. People are actually talking about them. They're actually good. And that crowd on Fayetteville on Saturday night, despite how hot it's going to be, they're going to be rocking. Donald W. Reynolds Stadium will be rocking. So the atmosphere, the home field advantage, and ultimately the entire experience overall for Arkansas is going to be the difference maker on Saturday afternoon. So we are picking the Razorbacks, guys, to first off start slow. If you're a Hog fan, that's pretty much what they do. They're going to start slow, but they're going to pull away in the second half, win this game by at least a touchdown, and the Razorbacks will open the year with a win over a ranked opponent that made the college football playoff last year, jump into conference play the week after against South Carolina, and that's where the Razorbacks' quest for potentially being a playoff sleeper or an SEC dark horse, whatever you want to name it, that's where it will truly begin. But the Hogs will win on Saturday afternoon. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching us here at the Gridiron Expert on YouTube. Make sure to continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos, and of course, check out everything down in the description below, including those expert picks over on our website, thegridironexpert.com. Also, make sure to sign up for our Discord server so you can talk college football with us year-round, no matter the place, no matter the time. Become a part of our GE Nation by signing up for everything down in the description below. And once again, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on the Gridiron Expert.